Greetings, one and all. Welcome back to NHL 17 franchise mode with your Los Angeles Kings. Yes, we are back here again, halfway through year 2 of our reign as part of the LA Kings franchise. We are second place in our division by 1 point, going 22-16-3. We are halfway exactly through the season, so hopefully in this episode we're going to play through the rest of the season, get through the trade deadline and all that stuff. But I put up a suggestion at the start of last episode to say whether we should get Robby Fabbri or not, because Robby Fabbri would turn out to be our best left winger at the moment, and we would also have the situation where he doesn't cost very much. He'd be wanting a contract next season, so we could give him a contract next season if we want to, but that could be the right thing to do. So I have a couple of comments here, so let's have a look at them. Let's have a look at this one first. This comment is from Philip H. Hello, Philip H. Nice to see you, pal. Hopefully you're watching this video. Shout out to you, my friend. Now, he says, look, I think the left wing situation is fine. Pearson could grow to an 88 overall, but I recommend that you send Shaw down and call up Kemp. He has a top 6 potential and is only 21. So this guy is basically saying, Odd Man Rush, you don't need to make a trade. You don't need to fire any pistols at the moment. You don't need to pull any trades at the moment, man. Look, Pearson will go to an 88 overall. That's fine. Send Shaw down, call up Kemp, and do that stuff. Now, I found this comment very interesting because I was expecting everybody to go, you know what, Fabbri's a very good choice, Odd Man Rush. You should go for him. However, I agree with what this guy says. Pearson can grow to an 88 overall. Great, but he's not an 88 overall right now, and that's the problem that we have. We're in a cup now mentality. We're in a win now mentality. The owner and the board want us to be Stanley Cup champions now, and we're not going to do that with Tanner Pearson at an 84 being our best left winger, you know? I mean, he's as good as Sean Bergenheim, and Sean Bergenheim we picked up in free agency because nobody else wanted to sign him, basically. So, I agree with what this guy says. I'd be really happy if Pearson grew to an 88 overall. Send Shaw down, call up Kemp. We can take a look at that. Definitely, we'll take a look at that once we start doing stuff in this episode. So Philip H, thank you very much for your piece of advice. Although I would like to go after Fabbri because he is a better left winger at this moment in time. If we had Fabbri and Pearson, both of them grow to about 88s, that would be bloody awesome. So then we have another comment here from the other side of the coin, from Chell Fan. Hey, Chell Fan, how's it going, buddy? Shout out to you, my friend. Now, he says, Fabbri is a good option. At 21, his value is still affordable at 85 overall. Yes, he is. Exactly why I chose him over people like Evander Kane or Thomas Tatar. You could try and deal Mersch or Bergenheim, plus maybe Toulouse and a pick of some sort for Fabbri. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'd like to try and keep Mersch if I can. So maybe try Bergenheim, Toulouse and a pick. Then again, we have to find a team that will take... We'll have to see if St. Louis can take the salary cap. That's the problem. Fabbri's cap hit is also the easiest to deal for, since the other potential candidates are usually 3 million plus with more trade value. Exactly. That's another reason why I wanted to go for Robby Fabbri. The fact that he's 85 at 21 years old, and the fact that he is still in his entry-level contract, I believe. He's still 0.97 or 0.925 million a year. So that would really help us out on the salary cap front. Plus, we'd be getting ourselves a solid left winger who could potentially grow to an 87 next year, maybe an 88, because he is 21 and he's meant to be one of the best prospects / rookies for the St. Louis Blues. Great work, my friend. Loving the series. Oh, thank you, pal. I'm glad you're enjoying the series, my friend. So, yes, they are the choices that we could go for in this episode. So, I definitely want to go after Robby Fabbri. I think going after Fabbri would be the perfect choice. But first, I want to look at the rosters. So, he said send Shaw down and bring up Kemp. Well, Shaw is injured. So, let's take a look at this Kemp guy, shall we? He's a 81 rated left winger. Okay. I did not know that. He's 21 years old, low top 6 forward. So, Adrian Kemp. He was a first round pick in 2014. He's already 81 overall. That could be a good pickup then. Maybe we could bring up Kemp then. So if we took our... Let's have a look, shall we? So Shaw is an 82 rated centre. He's an 82 rated centre. And Kemp is an 81 rated left winger. So that would be interesting. I mean, it's a two-way contract, so we can bring him up. So we've brought him up. And then I don't think we can send Shaw down because he's injured, can we? Yeah, they can't be part of roster transactions. So, no. Actually, we'll probably have to send Kemp down again. So, we can't do that yet, my friend. We can maybe take a look at that at some other point. But we can surely take a look at that at some point, I think. So I'm going to go best lines. We can take a look at our lines in a moment because I want to start by trying to get this trade off the ground. That's what we need to focus on now. So if we go propose trade, and then we go all the way over to the St. Louis Blues, how much cap space do they have? Whoa, they do not have any cap space. This is going to be more of a picks choice, I think. Yeah, he's a Robbie Fabry, top 6 forward, 85 overall at 21 years old. That's exactly what we want, and he's got very low trade value. So, yeah, they have about $1 million of cap space, which really doesn't help us. So, who are the skaters matching the block for them? They don't want any of the guys that I want to give away. Great. Left wingers. Bergenheim was one, but they're not going to be able to take on a salary cap. Mersch might have to go, but he's 83 at 25. I'd rather like to keep him, if I'm honest. We could go Toulouse, maybe? Nah, because no. Bergenheim would probably have to be the one that we sent over, but they don't have the cap space to deal with. Oh, it's league approved, though. So, if we go Bergenheim, and we throw in a pick, maybe. A pick and a prospect. If we chuck in a... Ooh. We chuck in a second from next year, and we'll chuck in a prospect. See if that works. Skaters matching the block. Gravel. No, we don't want to send in gravel. Let's have a look at our rookie skaters. 59-19, 64-19, 73-21. We really want like the lowest of the low. 78 at 27, Nick Dowd. Now we'll keep Nick Dowd. 62 at 20. 62 at 20, friend. Okay, so we're going to try Sean Bergenheim, a second-round pick from the LA Kings, and friend for Robbie Fabry. Or it's a second-round pick from next year's draft. Will that go through? Okay. What you're offering us in return isn't very interesting. It doesn't meet our block needs all that well. Okay, so what exactly do they want? They want one of our good players, though. They want Derek Forbort or something. Well, Derek Forbort's on the team, so you're not having him. He's at an 83 at 25. I have to be one of these guys. Maybe Nick Shaw is the guy that leaves. Okay, and then Thingy can come up straight away and replace him, maybe. That could work. Okay, we'll send in Shaw then instead. We'll send Shaw in instead of friend. No, we can't do that. Poo. Wait, let's just have a look at Shaw again. He is 25 years old at 82, so he's not exactly going to grow much more. They're going to be over the league salary cap. How much of this do we have to retain? If we retain 50... Nah, if we can't retain... Let's just see if we can retain 50%. No, that's not even 50%, is it? Right, okay, so... Okay, well, we could try this. We'll try Bergenheim and a second-round pick for Robbie Fabry. Will that go through? No, it won't. Okay. So if we swap Bergenheim for Shaw... Okay. And then... It's mainly about the salary cap. That's the issue with them. I don't really want to send any defensemen away. Maybe Trotman, but I'd rather not. He's 80 at 27. He's a good depth defenseman. But then Gravel could get called up, maybe. Then again, I want him to sort of grow in the minors for another year before he gets called up. What about goalies matching the block? No, okay. Skaters matching the block. Martinez, Forbort, McNabb, Green. He's 82 at 34. How much salary cap does he take? 2.5 mil. Gravel's going to replace him basically next year. Or okay, we'll try Zach Trotman then. So we're going to go Nick Shaw, second round pick from the LA Kings, and Trotman for Robbie Fabry. Will this go through? Come on! Right, we'll throw in another pick. See if that helps. God's sake. Well, we are going to have to give up a lot for a guy like Robbie Fabry. Let's throw in a fourth from this year. We're kind of running out of draft picks, but we need to in order to get some good guys. So, sure, a second-round pick, Zach Trotman, and our fourth-round pick from this year for Robbie Fabry. Will this go through? Oh, God's sake, I want Robbie Fabry. Right. Okay, so... Trying to think salary cap-wise. We need to think about this. We can maybe save it up to the trade deadline, because the skaters matching the block, they're really not happy with. You know what, we're gonna simulate through to the trade deadline and try and get Fabry then. I think that would be a smart idea, because then we can see whether his value has dropped more, whether some of our guys' value has increased more. So we just need to check the lines, and then we'll just get simming through to... Oh, we'll probably just sim through to the trade deadline, if I'm honest. Pearson, Mersh, yep. Toulouse, Boyd Gordon, yep. Because we've got a couple of guys injured right now. Shaw's injured right now, isn't he? Derek Fulbor, Matt Green, Zach Trotman. Okay, right. I think our lines look okay. We've got a couple of guys coming back soon, so that's not too much of an issue. Have to sort them out as well. So we want to go all the way up to the trade deadline for sure. Right. Trade deadline, the 1st of March, it looks like. Okay, so game against Vancouver. Yep. Trade block, not fussed about that. Good, a 4-3 win against the Vancouver Canucks starts the episode. Lovely. So I can replace somebody. Boyd Gordon, I'm going to swap you out for Nick Shaw, my friend. Now we can actually send Nick Shaw down if we wanted to. I'd rather not. But, you know... Oh, wait, no, we want Nick Shaw on the last line because Boyle... Yeah, he's a third-line checking forward, isn't he? Oh, no, he's a depth forward now. Oh, great. Oh, brilliant. Oh, it's good to know that Brian Boyle has lost his third-line checking forward status. I'm sorry, Boyd Gordon. I didn't mean to scratch you. Jake Muzzin is back, and we get another win against the New York Islanders. So we're starting to find the wins, though. That's very interesting, the fact that we're starting to find these wins. So Muzzin's back. Nice. Muzzin shoots left. McNabb shoots left. So we'll stick Martinez and Doughty on the same line still. Hopefully that'll work. So game against the Oilers. We lose 1-0. Okay, we get shut out against the Oilers. Right, scouting assignment. Let's sort that out. So yeah, like the thing is at the moment, we'll go to the SHL. I would really like to get Robbie Fabry because he has a lot of upside to his game. I wouldn't mind sending away Bergenheim, but the only issue is that the salary cap space. I could make that deal work with the St. Louis Blues with what I have. It's just the salary cap. I don't really want to have to retain salary and things. So overtime win and a win against Cal Anderson. Let's have a look at this guy. 77 overall, 23. He's a 7th defenseman. Now you're all right, lads. Overtime win, a loss, and another. We get shut out again. 1 week apart, we get shut out twice by the Edmonton Oilers. Jesus. But we're going 26, 19, and 3. This is a pretty decent record, actually. Braden McNabb is available to play. I didn't realise he was injured, but okay then. Tyler Toffoli's up at an 88, which is pretty good. So if we stick... Yeah, McNabb does go on our second pair. Great. Well, excuse me. I'm getting a bit of a cold, I think. Right, against Arizona, can we squeak out a win here? No, we can't. We get shut out 3-0 again. But then we shut out the Vancouver Canucks 2-0. So that's good. We are going 27, 20, and 3. Not the worst record out there. We could be doing a lot worse. Okay, against Nashville, shootout loss is a point. Oh, okay. Let's have a look at this trade. So they want Lance... Oh, no, they want to give us Lance Boomer, who is 82 at 27 years old now, for De Jong, who is 65 at 19, and Kubalik, who is 73 at 22. I don't want Lance Boomer. Why would I want Lance Boomer? What other left wingers you got? You've got Comtois. Oh, wow, Matthew Tkachuk, 86 at 20 years old. Wow, he has grown. Jesus. Let's see if we could gauge any interest on Matthew Tkachuk, shall we? Right, so let's try. Let's see the skaters matching the block. If we could pick up Matthew Tkachuk, that'd be awesome. Muzzin, Toffoli, Martinez. Nah. So they want some of these guys. These guys like scraping the bottom of the barrel. Clegg, he's 64 at 19. 71 at 21 in Spencer Watson. 71 at 19, Kuhlman. Nah, I don't think we're going to be able to get to Chuck. Oh, it was hopeful. 86 at 20 years old. Jesus, Tkachuk is going to be doing all right. They want to give us Yannick Hansen. I don't want Yannick Hansen. I'm going to look at this guy just to make sure I'm making the right choice. Yannick Hansen, he is 84, an 84 rated right winger at 31 years old for Milot Ouellet, who is 59 at 19. Let's just have a look here at our right wingers. I can't remember all the right wings that we have. Toffoli, Purcell, Lewis, and Clifford. So we're not really getting much of an upgrade there. If he was like 86, I might actually think about it, but he's only 84. Nah, I'm alright, thanks lads. Thank you for the kind offer, but I'm going to have to decline. Win against the St. Louis Blues. A loss against the Columbus Blue Jackets. We're very much playing 500 hockey at the moment. Against the Ottawa Senators. Oh, amateur scout, right. We'll set up another scouting call, shall we? We'll go to Russia. Scout the defenseman in Russia for 2 weeks. Hansen, Spiecer, and a third round pick. Oh my god. Right, let's just have a look at this trade, shall we? What the hell is going on here? Yannick Hansen, who is an 84 rated right winger. Spicer, who is a 83 rated defenseman. And their third round pick for Kavasha, who is a 63 rated playmaker at 19 years old. And our first round pick... Vancouver, no. No, Vancouver. No. Oh, good. A shootout win. No, lads, I don't want what you're trying to give me. Alright, fellas? Vancouver, give it a rest, please. Come on. Jesus Christ. Just Vancouver, I don't want those players. Right, so we've got a win against Ottawa, against Colorado. We win 5-1. Good, lads. We're managing to get wins on this team, even though our winger situation isn't very good. It's kind of strange how this works. 2-1 win. Multiple players on Ontario. Best lines. Sure, I'll go best lines for that. Right, against Pittsburgh, we get a loss, 3-1. Okay, well, we won 3 straight, so I'll take a loss if we win 3 straight, as long as we win the next one. And we win the next one. See, there you go. Basically erase that that loss already. Another scouting assignment. Okay, if we scout the W, we'll scout the defenseman in the W for a month. I've probably already done that. I've forgotten which ones I've scouted. I mean, I'm not going to lie, it's been about a week since I last recorded one of these. So, so I have no idea. Right, Toronto, we get a win, good. Coleman for their third round pick, no. Montreal, shootout loss, okay, we get a point still. 33, 22 and 5, that's a pretty solid record though. A loss against Carolina, so it's 33, 23 and 5 now. Okay, against St. Louis, can we get a win against St. Louis? Okay, so St. Louis are only going 28, 27 and 7. So, that's interesting. Okay, they're going 29, 27 and 7 now. We're starting to lose a load of games now. We've lost 3 straight. I don't like this. Braden McNabb. We can sort out the lines afterwards. Okay, so we finished the trade deadline, before the trade deadline, with a win. So we're going 34, 24, and 5. We are currently 3rd place in the division. Wow. God. Only because we dropped a few games have we dropped. We're only 4 points behind 1st place, though. Only 4 points behind, so that's not too bad. Right. Let's try and trade again for Robbie Fabry. Well, we'll just see where he's at, see if there's anything else that their team wants. Because their team is not a contender at the moment. They're meant to be a championship team, and they're not playing very well. So I want Robbie Fabry, please. 85 at 22, so now he's gone up a year. Right, so Carter Muzzin. But I would really like to trade Bergenheim, you know. Toffoli. They don't want Tyler Toffoli, which is good. They don't want Kopitar or Carter as well. So Bergenheim. So they're over the league salary cap with Bergenheim anyway. Okay. Left wingers. What about... Toulousti's very unhappy, so can we trade him away? Okay, so they'd be happy with Toulousti, but they are still winning that. Maybe we just have to go with it and trade a first from next year. I mean, our first from this year is worth a lot more. Okay, so we could potentially... we could take it... Wait, hang on a sec. Let's try and use our first from next year, because then we have a first and second from this year. We'll have a second and third for next year. Okay, so we're going to try this. We're going to try Robbie Fabry for our first round pick for next year. Actually, as well, I'm going to throw in Toulousti. Just because he's not very happy playing here. He's taking up salary cap space. Okay, so we're going to try this. We're going to try Yuri Toulousti and our first round pick from next year in exchange for Robbie Fabry. We are overpaying quite a lot, I think, for Robbie Fabry, potentially. Will it go through? Oh, for God's sake. Wow. These guys are really being stubborn. I mean, I can understand why, but Jesus, lads. Who else can we go for? Do we have to throw in another pick? Right, we'll throw in a fourth from this year. So we're going to throw in first pick from next year, Toulousti, and a fourth from next year for Robbie Fabry. Will this bloody go through? Oh my God. Oh my God. Right, they need something from our trading block today. Right, what do you want from a trading block? You want all the solid players on my team. Okay, helpful. Right, so we'll take out the 4th round pick. So they want Zach Trotman, Yuri Toulousti, and a first from next year's draft in exchange for Robbie Fabry. Will this go through? St. Louis, like, what is your problem, lads? What is your problem? I want Robbie Fabry, damn it. He would be such a good fit on our team. He's had a 30-point season this year and he's a minus 15. I'd take him to a team where we could win. Oh, come on. Right, so they want Zach Trotman. That's a given. They want Nick Shaw. Okay, we'll throw in Shaw. So the salary cap, they can fit with that. And then we'll throw in a first from next year. We'll try that then. So, we are massively overpaying, I think, here. Zach Trotman, Nick Shaw, and a first-round pick for Robbie Fabry. I know you guys are going to think that I'm incredibly overpaying for this, but it's just something I've got to do. Will it go through? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay, so they're like, oh, we want stuff that we really want. I've given you 2 players that you say you really want and given you a first-round pick. Are we going to have to use our first round from this year? Right, we're going to use the first-round pick. We're going to chuck in a third from next year as well. Because I've got quite a lot of prospects in the pipeline working quite nicely. So, Trotman, Shaw, first from next year and a third from next year for Robbie bloody Fabry. Will it go through? Thank you! Oh my God. I gave up a lot for that. Zach Trotman and Nick Shaw. I mean, Nick Shaw can be replaced. Trotman is our 7th defenseman anyway. Oh, people are gaining morale for trading for a quality player. I gave up a lot more than I wanted to for that, though. So, Robbie Fabry, you better be growing by the time you start this year. So, a first and third round pick from next year, Trotman and Shaw. Right, let's manage this roster then, shall we? Let's have a look at what's going on here. So, Boyd Gordon's injured. Right, Robbie Fabry. You are playing immediate first-line time. You are a medium top 6 forward. You better keep growing. Tanner Pearson, you play there. Bergenheim, you play there. Mersch, you are a third scoring line forward. Okay. But both of you are third scoring line forwards. This is a third checking line forward, though, so. Right winger, you got decent face-offs? Yeah, you got decent face-offs. We'll stick Trevor Lewis there, then. So, Fabry, Kopitar, Toffoli, a much better first line. Pearson, Carter, Purcell, which is a pretty solid line. Bergenheim, Lewis, Foligno. I'm liking the 84 on the third line. Mersch, Boyle, Clifford. How's Mersch doing this year? 22 points, not too bad. Then defence, we have Muzzin, Doughty, Martinez, McNabb, Forbort, Green. Okay, nice. I just want to look at the other defensemen we have on this team. Just want to make sure that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I probably should call up somebody as a depth defenseman. I don't want to call up Gravel, though. All these guys are on one-way contracts. That's the problem. Marichin, yeah, he might actually get time on the team next year. He's 26, though. No, we'll bring up Marichin. He's 79 overall. He could play a depth defensive role. Right, best lines. We'll just double-check our team as well. They're upset that Marichin has been called up. Well, I'm sorry. It's all about the big leagues, lad. It's all about the big leagues. So, Fabry will be wanting a contract next year, although he has got like 6 more years of growth. That's the brilliant thing. Right, okay, so we finally managed to make that trade. We've got like no draft picks for next year, which kind of sucks ass. But we've got ourselves, hopefully, a solid left winger for the future. Right. Let's just continue. Let's continue on, lads. Locker room interactions. People aren't happy. Right, we've got to start winning some games here. Against Florida. First game with Robbie Fabry. We win 5-3. There we go. I don't know if Robbie Fabry had anything to do with it, but we won nonetheless. Season ticket drive. Keep ticket prices the same. Season ticket advertising. Go to marketing. I can't really do anything about that. Well, I probably could do if I took some off the other ones. Right, Boyd Gordon's back. We'll continue. Don't really need Boyd Gordon right now. 5-2 win against the Rangers. Good. Okay, so Robbie Fabry was on 30 points and a minus 15 when he joined the team. I'd like to know at the end of the season where he sits. Okay, so against Ottawa. We are on a 4-game win streak since the trade deadline. Okay, we lose 1 point to the Minnesota Wild, which isn't too bad. But we need to keep piling on these wins if we want to keep playing well. Let's edit lines manually. So, Robbie Fabry, you had 30 points coming onto this team. You are now on 37 points. Wow. 37 points, you're on minus 11. See, so his plus minus is going up now. Toulouse wanted to play some time. Nah, I don't think so, Toulouse. I only signed you as a depth signing anyway, mate. Don't get too excited. Right. Let's carry on against Buffalo. A 1-0 win. We've won 5 out of the last 6, I believe, haven't we? Against Anaheim, we lose. Okay, fair enough. Amateur scout. Let's have a little look in the United. Yeah, we'll scout the forwards in the United States for 2 weeks. Why not? Against San Jose, we win. Oh, we lose 4-2. I jinxed it. I bloody jinxed it. Against Arizona, we win 2-0. Good lads. Against Dallas, shootout win. Nice. Okay. Against Dallas again, we win 3-0. Go. Getting a shutout. 2 shutouts in 2 weeks. I like it. Versus San Jose again, we shootout lose. Okay, that's not very helpful, considering we might be playing them again in the playoffs. 4-1 win against Vancouver. Nice. Against Arizona, I don't know the score of that. It didn't say. I hate it when they have those ones on the last thing. Really makes it difficult to know what's actually happening. So we've won over half the games that we play this season. We're going 43, 26, and 7, I think it said, which is actually a really solid record. So we'll go to the queue and scout defenseman for a month. Good idea. 43, 26, and 7. That's a pretty solid record. Okay, against the San Jose Sharks, a shootout win. Good. The owner happiness is amazing. Perfect. A win against the Vancouver Canucks. Good. All got home and home against a rival. We win in overtime, and we win. Nice. And a shootout loss against the Edmonton Oilers to finish the season. 48, 26, and 8. Did we win the division? Yes, we did. We won the conference, I think. I think we may have just won the conference. 71-point season for Arsenal Kopitar. Good lad. So, we clinched the division title. We didn't clinch the conference, excuse me. Where were we in the league then? We came... Oh, wow. We came 8th place in the league. Oh, wow. The Central Division was tearing up. The New York Islanders, wow. So, the Philadelphia Flyers, Lightning. So, the Minnesota Wild were first in the Central. The Blackhawks were behind, and then it was us. We had the same amount of points as the Sharks, but we managed to squeak it out. So, Fabry came to us with a 30-point season. He then went and had another 11 points. And he's a -8 now, so being on that top line has really helped him out. He's had a 16-goal season, 25 assists. He's meant to be a sniper, but I'll take it. He'll be wanting a contract next season. He's a second-line forward, but I'm playing him on the first line. I'm happy with that. Thank you for turning up, Robbie Fabry. I appreciate that. Right, I don't know why I clicked that, because that's not very helpful. Right, so we've made it to the playoffs, folks. Thank goodness, eh? Thank goodness. Wow, Arizona was 77 points. Right, let's take a look at some of these things. Fan happiness and stuff. Team store happiness. Right, we need to sort that out. Secondary goals. Oh, did we do some of these, did we? What secondary goals did we do? Get 30 home wins. I don't know if we did that. Sell 90% of the available suites. Win the Stanley Cup. Have at least 6 home playoff games. Wow, we need to at least go to the second round. And we need home ice advantage. Right, we need to probably repair some stuff. Yes, we need to repair some stuff quite badly. 3 out of 100. Jesus. Right, we need to repair this. Do we have the money to repair? Funds from... Yeah, we have we have the money to repair that. We're just looking at the stuff that really needs repairing at the moment. Okay, we might have... No, we have insufficient funds to repair everything else. Okay. Right, so... regular season's ended. We'll just keep going. See what's going on. Oh, owner goals evaluated. Failed. Defending home ice must win. Get 30 home wins. So we failed to get 30 home wins this season. Oh, we start the playoffs against the Edmonton Oilers. Oh, this is going to be a tough one. I really want to take a look at their team. Right, first of all, let's just sort out our roster. So we found out that we're playing the Edmonton Oilers in the first round of the 2017 playoffs. Right, so, the 2018 playoffs it should be. So, Fabry, Kopitar, Foley. I'm liking that first forward line. Pearson, Carter, Purcell, yep. But, Bergenheim's risen up to an 85. Oh, that's very helpful. Trevor Lewis, he's the third line checking forward. He's at an 84. Right, so I'm liking this third line checking line. Then Mersch, Boyle, Clifford. Okay, I'm happy with that. Muzzin, Doughty. Doughty's up at a 95. Whew. Martinez, McNabb, Forbort, Green. Oh, pardon me. And then, yep, okay, right. I think we're set to go for the playoffs for next episode. So, we have made it to the playoffs, folks. Made it to the playoffs again, first in our division. We take on the Edmonton Oilers for the first round of this playoffs. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Give me your opinions on the trade. You probably disagree with how much I sent, but I had to get that first line left winger. He had 11 points with us after he joined the team, so that was quite helpful. He's looking like he can be a stud for us with Tyler Toffoli and Kopitar on the first line. But let me know in the comments below about what you think about the episode. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share, watch some of my other videos. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.